Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are having a great day. Alright guys, as promised, here's part 2 to What If Madara Uchiha was reincarnated into Naruto. Part 2. Alright guys, so last time where we left off, we left off where they just enrolled, and thank you guys for telling me it was at age 8. I'm sorry. It's just been a little bit since I've been on Naruto. I've been doing other stuff. But anyway, Madara, Madara or Naruto, however you prefer it. And one of you guys asked me if I was gonna, frick no, I ain't gonna do that. First of all, that's just wrong. 2, just no. Alright, so anyway, okay. Oh yeah. So around this time, Madara or Naruto and Sasuke are enrolled at the Ninja Academy. Now, Madara, I'm just gonna call him Madara, just for short. Madara and Sasuke have always been, well, Sasuke has been more of a rival for, Madara has been more of a rival for Sasuke than Sasuke being a rival for Madara, because Sasuke isn't at that level yet. Now, Madara in his head is thinking, I need to understand how things, I need to understand how the world has changed since the last time I was here. So, this is when Madara would go into his mental landscape and he would see the Nine Tails. He says, the Nine Tails? But wait, that would mean... I guess that means I'm the Nine Tails Jinchuriki. How troublesome. I guess that means that I'm going to have to tame this beast sooner or later. I guess it'd be easier if I just tamed him with my eyes right here. Who's there? So, Nine Tails, you've finally woken up. Who are you? Wait, that scent. You reek of uchiha blood. Huh. How ironic coming from a mindless beast such as yourself. Whatever you call me, you remind me of someone in the past. What's your name, boy? Well, in this world, in this timeline, I guess, people call me Naruto. Naruto Uchiha. Uchiha? You are descendant of that foul Madara Uchiha. Look, as unfortunately it is for both of us, I find it better if we would just work together. After all, our fates are intertwined now. And it actually proves quite troublesome for me if I die here and now. As easy as it would be for me to tame you with my shining gun, right now it poses a little bit of a problem for me. Because especially... Nah, I ain't going to tell you. Not right now. What? Who are you? Wait. Your chakra reminds me a lot of Madara Uchihas. Well, that's probably no surprise then. But no matter. I hope we can get along someday, Fox. I will take over your body, and I will be free once again, and I'll wreak my vengeance upon all of you humans. Well, as entertaining as that would sound, it seems like I've been given a task to obtain your power for myself. Well, see you later, Ninetales. Now, we're gonna do a few year time skip. Now, Naruto or Madara, Sasuke, and unfortunately, Sakura. You know what? You know what? Hey guys, alright, quick question. Would you guys actually like to make me somehow miraculously make Sakura more useful in this series? Let me know in the comment section down below. You know what? I think we all who am I kidding? Sakura was useless in part 1. And she was no, she got slightly more useful in Shippuden, but part 1 she was basically useless. But I can make her more useful. Alright, no, moving on. But anyway, it's graduation. Now, Naruto, or Madara, he's learned Shadow Clone. Well, he already knew Shadow Clone. Alright, so, actually, remember how, guys, I was going to be explaining his Rinnegan? Alright, so, Madara, or Naruto, one day, he was off training with Itachi. Now, remember, the Uchiha massacre never happened. Shisui is still alive, so therefore, Itachi does not have the Mangekyo Sharingan. Yet. But anyway, Madara and Itachi were training. And he says, now, Madara is doing his Naruto voice. So because, I mean, it'd be a little bit weird if you start hearing a full-grown man voice inside of a 13-year-old boy's body. I mean, can you guys just imagine that? Like, alright, okay, no, never mind. Anyway, Naruto and Itachi are training. He says, wow, Itachi, you're getting actually pretty good. I'm surprised you're able to keep up with me. You're being modest, Naruto. No, come on. You're probably the strongest out of all of us, Uchiha. Now I know you're being modest, Naruto. Come on, let's face it. You're actually the strongest Uchiha since the days of Madara. Uchiha. And Naruto says, oh, come on. I mean, I know I'm a strong Uchiha and all, but come on. To compare me to our ancestor Madara like that, that's kind of weird. Actually, no, it's not weird at all. Now, he's saying this in his head, considering I am Madara Uchiha. And this is when Naruto says, hey, Itachi, would you like me to awaken the Mangekyo Sharingan for you? And Itachi says, you know how to awaken the Mangekyo Sharingan? Well, of course. How else did you think I was able to obtain mine? And Itachi says, well, I always thought it was because of good genetics. And then Naruto starts, Madara / Naruto. Just starts laughing. He says, come on. If that was the case, then every single Uchiha would have the Mangekyo Sharingan. He says, no. And this is when Madara would activate the Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan in both of his eyes and says, Tsukiyomi. Yeah, guys, I'm giving him the Tsukiyomi. And this is when Itachi sees Shisui die, and this is when he screams out, and when he opens his eyes, you see Itachi's Mangekyo Sharingan awaken, and he was able to break free of Tsukiyomi. He says, Shisui! And Naruto says, well, you were actually able to break out of my Tsukiyomi. That was one of my strongest genjutsus that I had underneath my control. And Itachi says, why would you show me that? To awaken your Mangekyo Sharingan. Now this is when Naruto starts actually explaining to Itachi what the Mangekyo Sharingan is capable of and how powerful, how overpowered the Mangekyo Sharingan is. But however, of course, as we all know about the Mangekyo Sharingan, once you awaken the Mangekyo Sharingan, you start progressing towards darkness or blindness. Now, Naruto or Madara says, there is a way around this power now that you've awoken it. However, I don't think you're going to like how you can save yourself from being blind. And Itachi says, well, tell me how to not go blind. Very well then. You have to take the eyes of another uchiha who has awoken the Mangekyo Sharingan. Namely, the best source that I can think of right now would be your younger brother, Sasuke. And, of course, Itachi says, absolutely not. And then this is when Madara would say, well, there is another way, but it's not 100% guaranteed you'll unlock it right away. It might take days, weeks, months, heck, even years. But it is a way around the Mangekyo Sharingan's effects. And this is when Itachi says, really? What's that? Have you ever heard of the Rinnegan? And Itachi says, come on, any ninja worth their salt knows about the Rinnegan. It was the legendary eyes that the Sage of Six Paths wielded, right? And Naruto says, yes. And this is when Madara would close his eyes, and when he opened them back up, he activated the Rinnegan in both of his eyes. He says, I possess the Rinnegan. And Itachi's like, wait, what? How were you able to obtain the Rinnegan? And this is when Madara would pull down his shirt, and Itachi would just have this surprised look on his face, and Madara would say, this is the face of Hashirama Senju. You have to combine both Senju and Uchiha powers together, particularly blood. I engrafted Hashirama Senju's cells into my chest, particularly his face. Now I can even use the wood-style ninjutsu, and because of it, I was able to activate and awaken the Rinnegan in both of my eyes. And it boosted my powers to significant heights. Not just to significant heights, but to god-level heights. My powers are now rival to that, even that of a god. And Itachi says, well, how were you able to... And this is when you see Naruto bite his thumb, and he does some hand seals, and he says, summoning demonic ghetto statue. And then, of course, this is when he summons the demonic Ghetto statue. Hold on. And he says, Ghetto statue, white Zetsu. And this is when the Ghetto statue starts producing white Zetsu. And he says, these are Hashirama cells, called the white Zetsu. And this is when he cuts off one of the white Zetsu's faces off. And he basically knocks Itachi out real quick and starts engrafting the white Zetsu onto Itachi's chest. Or Hashirama's face onto Itachi's chest. And he says, there, that should do it. This is when he summons away, this is when he sends the demonic Ghetto statue away. Now, a lot of people, I don't know if a lot of people forgot about this was one of the Rinnegan abilities, but you can summon, because it's considered one of the abilities of the outer path, to summon the demonic Ghetto statue. But anyway, back to Madara. Alright, there we go. This is when we cut back to present day time. Iruka starts announcing the teams, and he says, Team 7 will be comprised of Madara Uchiha, Sasuke Uchiha, not Madara Uchiha, Naruto Uchiha, Naruto Uchiha, Sasuke Uchiha, and Sakura Hanano. And they say, and your sensei will be Itachi Uchiha. And Naruto and Sasuke are, for once, Madara is surprised because he wasn't expecting this. He was expecting to get some kind of low tier sensei, but he got Itachi. And Sasuke, he wasn't expecting to get his big brother as a sensei. But anyway, so yeah, now you have 3 Uchiha. Now you have 3 Uchihas on the same team. What are your chances of losing, right? And now, of course, everybody's buzzing and say, wait, 3 Uchihas on the same team. Naruto Uchiha, Sasuke Uchiha, and Itachi Uchiha. Oh, frick. Like, everybody's like obviously all the girls are fangirling out, including Hinata. Like, 3 Uchihas on the same team. And all the guys are like, oh, God. They're like, are these all these girls care about? Are these freaking Uchiha? Like, basically all the guys in the classroom are getting jealous at Naruto and Sasuke because, well, they're basically chick magnets. I mean, they're basically getting all the girls. I mean, they're like, but yeah, they're like chick magnets. They're getting all the females, all the girls. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, moving on. Itachi comes in with his Jonin vest and ninja headband. He says, alright, so this seems to be my team. He says, I kind of figured I was going to have you two. Well, anyway, all of you back up. He said, I need you guys to all meet me at Training Ground 7. Now, you guys may be wondering, where the frick is Kakashi? Well, believe it or not, Kakashi's taking over Kurenai's team. No, not Kurenai's team, but he's taking God dang, I forgot. Let's see. Alright. Put down in the comment section, who do you want on Kakashi's team? Like, I'll find some way, somehow, to integrate whoever over there. Actually, hold on. I'm actually getting an idea. Alright, I'll tell you guys later on in the next episode. But anyway, moving on. This is when Itachi says, alright, so what are all y'all's dreams and aspirations? And Itachi looks at Sakura first and he says, let's start with you. Is there anything that you would like to, what are your goals, dreams, dislikes, likes, aspirations? And of course, Sakura. Now, remember, do you guys want me to make Sakura more useful, or do you want me to still keep her useless? Let's just say she wants to be like Lady Tsunade. Let's leave it at that. But no, anyway, then Itachi looks to Sasuke and he says, Sasuke, what's your dream? And Sasuke says, to surpass you, big brother. And then Itachi turns to Naruto and he says, Naruto, what about you? And then this is when, just kind of out of nowhere, Madara, or Naruto, says, be Hokage. And now this kind of even surprised, Madara. He's like, why in the world did I just say that? Why, what? What's going on? Could it be that me being around all these people is causing me to be like this? Now, see, this is where the mental battle is going to start now. Because now, Madara is facing the old him, and now Madara is also facing the new him. Which would be, the reincarnation, and, he's facing the reincarnation of Ashura. So now now he has this big battle going on inside of him. And anyway, he just kind of, but anyway, he just kind of shakes it off and he says, never mind. And, Itachi's kind of, surprised. He's like, he normally keeps himself recluse about this kind of stuff. And he says, alright, starting tomorrow, we're going to be going to Training Ground 7. We're going to meet back here at Training Ground 7. And we are going to do a little exam. And, of course, Naruto says, so, Itachi, what are we going to be doing? And Itachi says, well, that's kind of a secret. Well, anyway, Itachi, Sasuke, and Naruto start going back to the Uchiha clan compound. That's inside the village, not on the outside. Now, Naruto has also, he has the gunbai, so the fan blade that you see Madara holding in his left hand, and he also has the scythe in his right hand. So he still uses the same weaponry that the old Madara uses, because, have you ever heard that old saying, old habits die hard? Yeah, it's kind of like that. And he still wears the red armor and stuff like that. So he kind of and he has the hidden leaf headband on, of course. Now, of course, from the very beginning of the get-go, even amongst, people still hate, alright, the Uchiha do not hate Naruto, or, Madara, but the people outside of the Uchiha clan, oh yeah, they hate him, and they fear him, not only because he's the Nine-Tails Jinchuriki, but also he's a freaking prodigy, and he's a talented genius. Not only that, he's an Uchiha, a very powerful Uchiha. to where even get comments about how he's like the second Madara, even though he is Madara. So he even looks like Madara. Like, he has his long hair and stuff like that. And he's even been shown to take out high-ranking Jonin with relative ease. But anyway, Sasuke says to Naruto, and he says, "Hey Naruto, do you want to train?" And Naruto says, "Sure, I got time." And Shisui says, "What are you two doing?" He says, "Come on, Sasuke. Don't you want to save yourself a little bit of embarrassment and not take another butt whooping? This is going to be your 200th time trying to beat him. You haven't won one fight against him, let alone been able to lay one hit." And Sasuke says, "Just you wait until I awaken my Sharingan. Then I'll be able to take him on any day." And this is when Shisui says, "You do realize that not once during any one of y'all's battles, he's never used the Sharingan to take you down?" And Sasuke just kind of gets, that. He says, "I know that." And he's like, "Shut up, I'm going to beat him someday." And this is when you can just kind of see like a genuine smirk from both, from Madara, because it reminded him of how the childhood friends between him and Hashirama used to be. Like, they're, kind of getting into competitions to see who can outdo each other. But anyway, he snaps out of it. He says, "All right, Sasuke, do you want to go?" And Sasuke says, "I've been working on some new jutsu." And this is when Naruto says, "First of all, don't let your opponent know what you've been doing. First rule of battle strategy. Keep all the stuff that you've been working on a secret. So that way it takes them by surprise and they're not expecting it. For instance, this." And then Madara starts weaving hand signs and he says, "Fire style, majestic destroyer flame." And then of course it becomes a big, gigantic fireball. And of course Itachi uses a Mataratsu. Well, no, he doesn't use it. No, he doesn't do anything. He actually just gets Sasuke out of the way before it's too late. And Sasuke says, "Hey, Naruto, what the frick was that for?" And Naruto says, "It's not my fault that you weren't keeping up with me." And then Sasuke says, "Why you?" And Itachi says, "All right, that's enough. Both of you. You need to go get something to eat and go to bed. Remember, we got training tomorrow." And Sasuke says, "Oh, snap, I forgot about that." And of course, he just starts running. And Naruto says, "All right, time to go get something to eat." And I'm going to leave it off right here, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like, subscribe, comment down below. Don't forget to share this video with all your friends on your social media platforms. Don't forget to comment. And let's see, what else is up next on the list? You know what? I'll surprise you guys. But without further ado, guys, take care. Peace out. See you guys later. Adios.